Next on Worcester News tonight, the decision to turn Our Lady of Mount Carmel church property into a historic district continues. We'll have the latest. Plus, the last stretch of holiday shopping has retailers busy. More on how they're handling the Christmas crowds. Thank you for joining us. I'm Catherine Andrioli. Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church has been a topic of discussion for city councilors in recent weeks. Tonight, a vote to establish the church property as a historic district was postponed for the third time by city councilors. Many vocalized their concerns over turning the property into a historic district, this all coming weeks after deliberation. Tonight, further debate was postponed until January. Our Lady of Mount Carmel was forced to close its doors after structural problems posed safety concerns for parishioners. Services were moved to another location. Councilors say they will discuss the issue in a meeting set for January 9th. The tax rate in Worcester was also discussed by councilors on whether or not to change the city's dual tax rate. This all coming after residents and businesses have been at odds about the issue. Councilors discussed the tax rate in Worcester tonight, which will determine the tax rates for residential, commercial, and personal properties for the 2017 fiscal year. The city currently has a dual tax rate with separate rates for businesses and homeowners. The Research Bureau describes setting the tax rate on the minutes as, quote, ending the tug of war among Worcester taxpayers. No word on the decision as of right now. And the holidays can be a difficult time for people struggling with eating disorders. That's what a local clinic is saying, and is why they have designed a specific program to treat patients during the holiday season. Walden Behavioral Care Center in Worcester says they treat a number of patients with eating disorders, and the holiday season can be the most challenging time of the year for their patients. The clinic offers a condensed treatment program for people struggling with eating disorders. It runs through the holiday season during college breaks and aims to help patients cope with the challenges they face during the holidays and also during family meals.
Difficult time because there is a fair amount of food that's not normally present, such as sweets, desserts, Christmas cookies, etc. This is a very condensed form of treatment for those who have a limited time period to be involved in treatment because of their school or work obligations. We offer special groups that are more focused on holiday topics, such as eating with family members, holiday food preparation and planning, and we also try to work around how to handle triggering comments, and that again could be a comment on someone's weight or a comment on what somebody's eating or their food choice, etc.
And the program director says they've had success in the program designed for patients during the holidays. Walden Behavioral Care Center treats patients with eating disorders and other psychiatric illnesses. They have several locations throughout New England. And there's only a handful of shopping days left before the holiday weekend. And retailers are working to keep up with the rush, some even making the decision to keep stores open for 24 hours to combat the crowds. Our Andy Madison has more on how retailers are handling the busiest shopping week of the year.
At the Auburn Mall, those doing last-minute Christmas shopping were on a mission.
Bath and Body Works. We had to get soaps and then little gift sets for my cousins, little sets, so they're kind of cute.
As Sunday approaches, the mall is staying open a little later than usual to accommodate last-minute shoppers.
As you get closer towards Christmas, it gets busier. Certainly in the evenings when people are off of work and they're trying to get their last-second shopping done, it does typically get busier in the evenings.
Across the street at Toys R Us, there were plenty of shoppers during the day.
It's a toy. I'm here to look for washable paints that he can use in the bathtub.
And they're staying open past midnight. All this week, Toys R Us will be open until 2 a.m. And starting on Friday at 6 a.m., the store will be open for 39 hours straight, right up until Christmas Eve at 9 p.m.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. That's nutty.
Maybe we'll do a late night to Toys R Us.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
The mall is only open until 11 p.m. this week, a move that could help the last-minute shopper as the shopping days dwindle until the big day.
What do you want for Christmas?
Another dog.
We're going to try to get another dog for Christmas.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Andy Madison, Worcester News Tonight.
And an update to the tax rate vote. We've learned city councilors voted 7-4 to support the lowest residential increase. Auburn And that is the decision for our breaking news. And turning to Auburn now, police have arrested a high school student after they say he was involved in a fight and bragged about it on social media. Police arrested 18-year-old Gerald Sciarra at his home today. According to police, the high school's resource officer responded to a fight in the cafeteria Friday involving two students. Police say Sciarra punched and kicked another student. Officers say he was bragging and providing justifications for the fight on social media. Sciarra was arraigned on multiple charges, including assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. And Webster police are asking for your help identifying this woman wanted in connection with a robbery at Webster First Federal Credit Union just after 1 p.m. The department posted these pictures on their Facebook page. Police say this woman in her mid-20s to mid-30s passed a threatening note to the teller and demanded money. They say the woman attempted to conceal her identity by drawing facial hair on her face. Anyone with information is asked to contact Webster police. And Polar Seltzer has come out with a new mystery flavor, and they're letting customers guess what it is. The Worcester-based company sent customers on a hunt back in March, and today our Rosalind Flaherty has the details on the new addition to Polar Seltzer.
Polar Beverage's new mystery flavor is making people once again guess what's in it.
We're having fun doing this. It's kind of what we do.
The new flavor called Seltzer was released in early December, and Polar is only making a limited number of bottles.
We kind of make it a rare event. There are only 10,000, and typically, you know, that's a small amount when only 10,000 people can try something.
Polar's Christopher Crowley says they do a lot of seasonal seltzers with 5 winter and 5 summer. He says by introducing those seltzers and having mystery flavors, Polar Beverages can figure out what to make a permanent flavor.
It's all an experiment.
The company also released a mystery seltzer in March called Unicorn Kisses. Fans spent a lot of time trying to figure out the flavor. Amber Valancourt and Keith Reardon bought dozens of bottles.
We went and grabbed a bunch of bottles, and it was pretty entertaining just how the bottle was written up and everything.
Today they're trying Seltzer for the first time.
Tastes like it's more like a traditional seltzer flavor, like old school seltzer without having too many fruits and stuff.
More on the sweet side, it's not tart at all.
When asked to compare the two mystery flavors, Amber and Keith say,
This is much more flavorful.
And like that one tasted like candy. This is
much more mild,
much
more mild, but it's good.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
And one local post office is helping an elderly man who lost everything in a home fire just 2 weeks before Christmas. Our Brittany Schaefer has more from the organizers helping collect items for the man and has the story.
I couldn't imagine losing everything the week before Christmas.
The town of Brookfield is coming together to help a neighbor who lost everything in a house fire on December 10th. The post office is collecting clothes for an elderly man named John.
Everybody comes in with a smile on their face, and everyone is, how can we help John? What does John need? I know it's Christmas time and everybody is going through hard times and doesn't have a lot of money, but the whole town is really doing a great job coming together for John.
A clerk at the post office, Maddie Schobloom, organized the drive. She doesn't know John, but says she had to do something after hearing his home was destroyed this close to the holidays.
Being an elderly man, all the things that he had in his house that you can't replace, pictures, things from your parents, clothes you can replace. That's what we're here for. But the valuable things that are sentimental, you can't replace those, and that's so incredibly sad.
She was really worried about him, and she wanted to do something for him. And when she decided to go ahead and start a drive for him and stuff, I was right behind her and said that's a very nice thing to do.
Schobloom posted flyers within the post office last Friday and has already received dozens of donations.
It's just such a wonderful feeling to be able to be a part of giving back, and that's what Christmas is about, coming together as a town and being together and trying to help if we can.
Nobody knows what's going to happen. It could happen to you or me, and I think that we should give. because that's what it's all about.
Showbloom, along with her postmaster and town clerk, are going to wrap and deliver the presents to John on Christmas Eve.
I imagine that he's going to be a little bit overwhelmed with the great response that we've had, and I hope it makes him very happy.
We're going to bring it to him Christmas Eve to help brighten his spirits a little bit. But as far as material items, I think that would really make him happy.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester Polytech Institute and UMass medical schools are taking part in the country's first Innovation Institute in Biopharmaceutical Manufacturing. It's a $250 million public-private partnership and will be based out of the University of Delaware. Massachusetts will support the project through a 5-year, $20 million commitment from the Massachusetts Life Sciences